The stream go down, everyone? Are you guys back? We're back. Sorry, I don't know. That's the second time OBS has done that today. It just stopped working. Sorry about that, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know where the stream died in the story, but if you need me to continue it, I can. I'm not affiliated with Twitch anymore, so you can't do bits or sub. So if you're looking at supporting the stream, !tip or for that. Zero is on the BS. Wah, wah, wah. Stream looks good, guys. What's up? You guys can see me? My throat's all red. I think the infection went down my throat. Looks good. Sagewise, how you doing, man? Only 4 kilometers left. Yeah, we're running in. They detected me early. The first time I did this in the stream, we were able to do like 8K out or something like that. Zero as an OBS. Common Marcus. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I'm also have like, I'm a little bit drowsy because of the Tylenol and codeine. That's wild. It's going down my throat now. But they gave me the super duper antibiotics when I went to the doctor last night. The relief, man. Running a marathon stream. And the music's really chill. It's the Star Citizen music. Sorry, man. We're running into Jump Down. And I'm not sprinting. Fundraising run. No pun intended. Oh no. What's going on? Why did he... Weird. Oh, because he's encountering wind, so he's running slower for a second there. Who's looking forward to the Merchantman coming out? And who else thinks it's coming out really quick with how much they're talking about it? How much development progress they're sharing with it? And again, thanks again, Maiden Ariana and Citizen Ryan for those donations coming in. Again, every 430 bucks, we're going to give away 2 quad bikes. So we're giving away 20 in total. So, and you just have to be here and stream and say the magic word if we trigger those. So hang out if you can. Heard a ship. Who be the Merchantman? I'm looking so forward to it. They showed off the legs recently. They've been showing off the engineering room, the med bay. About time on the Merchantman. No kidding. I'm so looking forward to that. The first day that thing comes out and we get to test fly it or see it in the verse. I think it's going to be so pretty. Like, I don't know, like some of you might not have seen the Defender close up, but it's got a lot of nice designs all over it, and I can see that being all over the outside. No, for real, what is that? The Merchantman is a is a high capacity trading ship with a mall, like a little bit of like some stores and a lot of cargo space. I think it's like almost 10 times that of a Caterpillar. And then there's supposed to be some synergy with it and the Banu Defender.
So, looks like they're going to be deactivating the production line.
Ah.
Finally got word of what we're up to. Since there won't be any contraband coming off the line, finish collecting whatever there is and bring it to the evidence.
Well, it looks like we're just gonna have to go in and snipe whoever's left. We're 2,800 out. Capital Class Shopping Mall. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to steal a ship or snipe people going in. Oh, I forgot to grab a sniper round. We'll go. I could just backspace now, but we'll get in there. Let's see what's going on afterwards. Sometimes been finding these jump towns bug out, and they just keep pumping out the drugs. Terrican, I ejected out of, or no, I tried to eject out of my Super Hornet, 10k out, but because they detected me and it wouldn't eject, I had to like get out. So earlier in the stream, I was sniping this org, and them trying to control the position. So we set them back some. Maybe we didn't set them back some because people were still paying, but we were costing them a lot of time. They were shooting the ground and I was like nowhere close to it. It's hilarious. I don't know why this looks like we're really close. Still over that hill. So we might have to steal a vehicle. So yeah, my intent was to go back and keep sniping, but I should have checked the time. So also in the top bar and I should have been watching my own ticker there on the top. It has all the times for Nine Tails and Jump Town in it. The bottom ticker is all relevant to March 3rd and what CIG is working on. I want the Vulture to come out so bad. That is what I want. Yeah, well, it's additional gameplay. I think I have a ship upgrade path to the Vulture. So yeah, I do want to see it as well. Well, there we go. Walk forward tool off. Yeah, I mean, ever since I started streaming this game, it's been a couple of years now, people have been craving salvage. And client just crashed. Of course it would. So I'll be back at Grimhex because it's not going to spawn me in, which is not a big deal. Rip. That's a double rip. Wish I could figure out why the stream is crashing because my OBS is still playing, just I guess not outputting. Good luck on raising the funds. I will mention around. Thanks there, Rihanna. Okay, you have a good one. Thanks again for the raid and the support. Appreciate it. Have they said anything about Savage? Yeah, Tier 0 is coming out. I don't know if that's going to be... Oh, it kicked us right out to the menu. So we're definitely off that server. Which is fine. We'll just go check bounties. Player bounties, and then if there's no player bounties, we'll go... do AI bounties. But yeah, Tier 0 salvage to them is going to be FPS, like hand by like with using the Grey Cat multi-tool, and it's going to be Scraping, I believe is what they're calling. And I don't know what that's going to mean. I don't know if that's like pulling the top part of the material off the ship and then it goes into your pack or something. I don't think they've shown us any footage of what that means. Like for all I know, it's something as simple as cut a square out and that square then gets shoved into your backpack, cut another square out, backpack. Hull stripping, yeah. Is it hull stripping, not scraping? Was scraping terminology that was in there? Or am I imagining that I heard that? Is it me or is my net going red? Oh, camera's blurry too. There's that beard. Ooh, look how clear that is. Getting red. Hull stripping strips the top material off the ship into a canister, and then you can reapply it elsewhere to repair a hull as well. Oh, interesting. Monkey Monk says it will basically be taking material from the ship, charge tank on the tool, then you can charge it. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that lag. And it killed us. We lost all the stuff we were wearing. It is the outer skin, the same that will show damage. Okay. I think I'm bugged as well because I'm spawning without a robe. So we're going to backspace. This is a bug I've been running into recently. Spawning without a robe, I'm not able to put anything on. You try to pull it off, and it looks like something's being pulled off, and then you can't do anything. Did someone else tip too? We're at 5637. I might have to go check my alerts while we're doing this. See if I can fix that. Thank you if someone just tipped. Appreciate that. Let's see if I can get the bot working. It's supposed to just throw it in an overlay that I already have built. Maybe just give me 2 seconds. Maybe I can fix this. Maybe I can't, but I'd like to show my gratitude. They mentioned trying towards a stretch goal, pulling components off a ship and selling them. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm sure that's probably not even a stretch goal anymore. This is going to be under... Is it under events? Stream Elements merch purchase is on. Stream Elements donation. Let's hit play. Here's a test message. That's a test message. And so that is working, but I guess it's not linking towards Stream Elements for some reason. Don't understand why. It's on. Chat message goes in. So it's just not triggering or something. Stream Elements donation. I don't know, maybe I need to relink Stream Elements to it. Accounts, Twitch. Sorry, 2 seconds. Let me just try to find accounts. I don't know where it is. It's got to be under services. Stream loot, stream elements. It's logged into stream elements. I'll log out and then log back in, and maybe that'll help with triggering stuff. To read my tips and information, yes, authorize. Logged in. Okay. Well, I've tried. Hopefully that triggers next time someone does that. By stretch goal, I mean for tier 0. Definitely will come later if they... Oh, yeah. Chaos Gabriel, how you doing? Welcome back. Again, thanks whoever just donated. Again, if we had 430, we're giving away bikes. 2 bikes for every 430 we hit. We're raising it to save the tooth. I thought about naming the stream Save Ferris. I figured Save Marcus wouldn't work. Okay, so there's no event going on right now. I use stuff called Red Cross toothache. Burns. Tastes like something else. This one is going to require a extraction or a repair. Root canal. Doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well, man. Appreciate it. Let me tab back to the other computer and give you a shout out as well. Make sure you guys... Oh, you did the tip. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's my back molar. And it's right under the most rear root. And it's hard to see under the beard, but I am swollen here. And swollen here. And last night I went to the hospital and got them to inject it with Novocaine because I hadn't slept in 2 days. And yeah, they gave me a shot that they normally save for people that break bones to reduce the inflammation, and a couple Tylenol while I was there. Yeah, it's my first abscess I've ever had. There's a shout out there for Chaos Garyville. Make sure you guys go give him a follow, and also please, for anyone still listening, please go check out Zero State and Maiden Ariana as well for those earlier raids. Appreciate the support. Yeah, and every 430 we raise, we'll give away bikes. I got 20 of them to give away, so. So yeah, I'm figuring the root canal, if we're gonna save the tooth, is about 3,800 on average in this province. So, and there's the 20 hover bikes to give away. Okay, let's check out missions first. We'll get this guy all suited up. Protem. Suspect 0B. Player bounty. We'll grab it. And then we got this Protem from North Rock Service Group. Call to arms. And let's grab Super Hornet, I think. I wouldn't mind taking the scythe out. My Super Hornet is not here because I need to claim it because it got destroyed on the previous server. But yeah, it was a bit of I felt bad going to the hospital, but my throat was closing up. It was almost impossible to swallow, so I was getting real nervous. And I felt like weird going to the hospital knowing there's people that are actually having emergencies, and because I'm just being hard on myself, not viewing it as emergency. And yeah, the nurse is just like, don't worry, it's normal. People need relief, and often a dentist won't give that. Not right away. Okay, man. You okay? So it might be the 11th that I get the tooth pulled out, unless we can raise enough for the root canal. And then I don't know what the day would be for that, but I would assume sounds like an emergency, dude. It was yesterday. I'm telling you, when he said that he's gonna freeze it, I'm gonna freeze it, I was so relieved I almost cried. It's because it hurt so much. And then I was also worried that, like, if the infection spreads, like, it goes septic. Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. And I've had a fever off and on the last couple days. So, yeah. Anyways, I feel much better. Like, the relief of sleeping in this morning, because I got home from the hospital at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I slept till like 10. So much better. Cancel the root canal and get better internet. Dude, I upgraded the internet. I got the coaxial stuff here. It's not fiber, but it's fiber to the box outside. So I think I'm getting like 300 plus megs. It's variable. Only reason I upped my internet at all was for streaming. It gave me from like 80 and they pumped me up to like 300 variable for $5. I'm like, deal. I was in so much pain that I didn't even use my stupid line I use when nurses ask me what if I'm allergic to anything, because I like my little smart ass answer, and I didn't even think of it until I was like relieved and knowing that he was gonna give me some Novocaine. My smart ass answer is, you know, they ask, are you allergic to anything? And I say yes. I break out in a rash. And then they're like, what? And I say, girls, I break out in a rash of bad jokes. It's a terrible, terrible joke. Thought of it myself. Copyright 2022. I've been using it for a couple of years now. It's a great dad joke. I googled it, couldn't find it out there, so I'm assuming that I'm the first one to ever say that joke.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear raised.
$60 down. $60 down still not bad. Honestly, like when I'm installing for customers, I just tell them 10 as a minimum per person is where you need to be right now. And then they're like, well, I should be paying for this. And I'm like, yeah. That joke bombed so hard you just hit London. Dude, it's a terrible joke. It's a terrible... It's supposed to be that bad.
Thank you.
Hurl 2. Hurl 4. We can go over there and see what's going on. I have a feeling this guy won't be there. It's supposed to be a groaner OP Fubar. How you doing, man? Oh, London, Ontario. Not the real UK. I love flirting with nurses. I'm sure I'm the only one that thinks it's funny. My poor sister had to witness the shenanigans when I had my surgery in my last mouth. I love those videos where people, like, kids are, like, they're in the hospital getting a bone set, and the kid's, like, on morphine or something, and he's just, like, rude. Causing nurses a problem. There's also that cute one where that girl, she's probably like 18 or something, and she's hitting on this male nurse. I think the nurse's name was Luke, and she's like, I'm gonna marry you, Luke. And she's just crazy high. What our brains do, man. Most amazing, bizarre machine in the verse. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . throat actually hurts now. This is new. It's almost like I had my shirt on too tight. If I die on stream, I love you all, and thank you for watching. I'm kidding. I'm sure I'll be fine. Death of a Spaceman on Twitch. IRL. I had to go every night for a week for an intravenous antibiotic. I had the hottest nurse every time. I actually was upset the infection was gone. That's hilarious. I'm always terrified that I'm going to say something terrible in front of my family when I come out. Cue Rocket Man. Rocket Man. I wish I could play music. You guys are gonna have to play music on your own side. Cue Rocket Man, everyone. That's an interesting idea. Streamer can tell your computer to pull up a YouTube song. Triggers it, loads it in behind. How's that for an idea? Go. Someone make it. Be rich. Make a site. Call it loadmysong.com. Go. Do it. One of you are programmers, I'm sure of it. SOBeats98. What's the point of this game? It's in development, so it's in a sandboxy kind of pre-orchestrated mode right now where the missions aren't dynamic. But it's a space simulator. So it's kind of limits are your own imagination, but some of the more common gameplay is trading and PvP, PvE, bounty hunting, AI, or players. Medical gameplay, prison gameplay. There's a lot. Trading, sandboxy trading where you're just using your own money. Missions where you're moving cargo. Well, yeah, ask more questions if you want. I can tell you more about it. You just got to yell, Alexa, play Rocket Man. There you go. Or hey Google, play Rocket Man. I got my phone in front of me. It didn't prison play. Yeah. It is gameplay. It is a loop. It is the first complete loop, right? Yeah, I mean, if it, like, I'm subscribed on YouTube, like I have a sub, so you know, if the streamer can trigger it to go, and I'm giving it a permission to go load songs in behind, that would be really good. Louder. Hey Alexa, play Rocket Man. No, I'd really like my Google to trigger and be like, I'm not Alexa. Yeah, and okay, so if you are really new to this game, just keep in mind it's in alpha development. It's not beta. There's a lot of stuff that they're adding. There's a lot of stuff that's broken. There's a lot of gameplay loops that are at tier 0. So you have to go in with this patient expectation of how they're going to be building things. And so there's a lot of, for the most part in the community, there's a lot of people that are really, really pumped about this game. And for a lot of others, it's not being developed fast enough. So this player is possibly not here and they've jumped somewhere else, because we'd be seeing there, unless they're EVA'd in space, there's no one there. So I think they jumped out. or they're bugged. Sometimes the servers are bugged and they're just... We'll do a zoom in on this area in case they're sitting there in space, and no, there's nothing there. So it's kind of complex game. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to get into it, you do need to have it on an SSD. You do need to have a good processor and a 10 series video card with up-to-date drivers. It's gonna use a lot of CPU and GPU right now just because it's not optimized. So you have to go in with that expectation that it's going to be hard on your system. Anyone have 16 gigs of RAM as well. Can you build your own ships? Base building, yes. Eventually down the road, you need to buy a ship that does the base building for you. But you can't build your own ships so far. We don't know if you're going to be able to assemble ships down the road at all, or if you always have to buy them from the manufacturer, like if you can get parts enough together to do it. But I would go on the long-term assumption that you'll never be able to build your own ships. You'll be able to restore them and salvage them and pull the components out and things like that. Yeah, CPU heavy right now, not so much GPU. Yeah. Base building is done with a ship called the Pioneer that's not out yet. I'm assuming it's going to cost a lot of resources to do this. It's going to be more of an org thing. But again, we don't have the details on how it's going to work, only some assumptions. If you are looking at getting the game, I think ref works as a trigger. So you can create an account off my link here. As soon as my keyboard lights up, I can give you that link. Or do I have... It's not gonna work. There you go. If you click on that link, that'll take you to the site where to create your account. If you use my code, you'll get an extra 5,000 in-game starting credits. And you don't have to buy anything right now. You can just create your account, and then when you're actually ready to buy something, you can do that then. But you'll want to buy a starter package. And they're $45 US. I don't know if there's any deals still going on right now. We can go take a look. I think all the deals have maybe gone with this event. And there's also free fly coming when we have Invictus coming up. So here's actually a really, really good starter package. $45 for the 100i, $45.50. So you're saving 30%. It's probably going to have 6 months insurance on it. Insurance really doesn't matter right now, but it's like cars, your vehicle will need insurance on it. This is a really good starter pack here, the Nomad. But typically, I would say for the price right now of that 100i, that's probably what I would buy. And if you really, really want a better ship than that, then the Nomad. Deals are over, yeah. These are the only two deals going on right now. But you do need to have a ship with starter pack.
Quantum drive is now off.
Don't buy the Mustang, it's poo. Yeah, I'm okay with the Mustang, but if you lose a wing, it becomes unflyable. So Aurora would probably be a better choice, but for the price right now, the 100i is probably the better value. So let's see what we have here for bounty hunting missions in the area. There's really not much for some reason. Let's go do a ECN alert. I haven't done one in a while. We got one close by. Trying to look in an incognito window. Is that what I was doing? concierge only. Is there like also FPS fights or only space? Oh yeah, there's no loading screens. So I'll show you, like, we'll fly over to Magda. This is where this bounty is, or sorry, this is where this ECN alert is. So this one's gonna be like in an asteroid field, but we can fly down to a planet. No deal, still online. Okay. So we can fly down to planet, we can land, we can get out of the ship, we can walk around. The 100i is still 30% off. Okay. So I wasn't wrong about it. So we're just going to this AI that needs help. And later on, this game will have dynamically generated missions. This one is like pre-set up by the developers. So this mission is basically always here at varied locations. Down the road, AI will be actually like doing things in behind, like going mining or doing some sandboxy trading, doing a mission, whatever. And they'll actually get attacked by other AI that will trigger missions. Or it could be players too that trigger it. I'm not tracking this mission, so we don't have a marker, and that's... We're gonna change that right now. Tracking that now. Yeah, and so basically anything you can imagine that you would want to do in this game, they are building or is available right now. You tell me something that you'd want to do in this game, and it's either being developed or has been developed. There's medical gameplay. So this AI is white. So this is our defend target. So I haven't done an ECN alert for a while. So it's Constellation Andromeda. We're gonna protect it, not shoot it. There's our first target. It's red now. It's a Cutlass black. We're gonna be careful not to destroy it because this will probably bug out if I kill it before it moves. There we go. You can customize the weapons on your ship and components on a basic level. So if you're wanting more ship customization, it's down the road, it's in the works. And then the expectations is that a lot of the components will be customizable. So I would look at that as like making your gear epic or something like that. And if you're looking for something really cool, so I'm using head tracking from Tobii Eye Tracker. So like I am actually moving my head, and it is tracking it in game. It also tracks eye movement as well. We have an interdiction icon up on the screen. So there's security probably in the area. There's another white marker.
Target destroyed.
Some of these chips aren't being very responsive, and it's probably because I have disabled them, in case you're wondering why they seem so docile after a bit. We're just gonna wait for the ship to start moving before we kill it. We'll take down its shields. There we go. And I'm doing this just because I've noticed it kills the mission progress. Now those missiles are coming from this ship, which is security. I believe it's, even though it's not labeling it as such. You have to be really, really careful about what you shoot in this game right now. You will get a crime stat shooting neutrals. Wait for that to stop moving. Oh no, I think it is moving right now. It's shooting.
Target destroyed.
Close one. Didn't think we were going to make it. You're gonna fantasy if you think this is going to go.
So like today at the beginning of the stream, as Sky was saying, we were down at a drug facility fighting another org. Basically, I was just sitting there sniping drug packages out of people's ships and sniping them if they were still enough. And because the comm array was down, I wasn't getting a crime stat. The game can be very sandboxy like that. You're almost creating your own. You're creating your own content. I was willing to lose money and time to just go be annoying, while they were in that mindset to make money. Your English is fine, man. But you got bored after 2 hours. The number one thing I would say with this game is just have patience, learn the bugs, and find some friends. And you're welcome to always hang out on the stream and ask questions. For me, that's sort of what makes my stream. For me, I view a good stream as people asking questions and me sitting there answering them. I enjoy helping. So we're doing more bounty hunting now. Some missions have actually dropped in. So we have so I have here in this button something we call the Delphi, and this basically is like how my affinity is, how other organizations view me and how I'm helping them or not helping them. And so the higher up I go in these rankings, the more the better access to missions I get, or the better the payout is. Like I get a 10% bonus now if I'm doing missions in Hurston, doing advanced tracker missions. And this is like tier 0 of the reputation system. So there, in the last video they just put out, they talked about how they're actually going to tune that up, so people aren't exploiting. Like, they're not really exploiting because this is just where it is right now, but not being penalized for helping out one faction or being naughty or whatever. So here's a high risk threat for 11,000. I don't know why we're not seeing higher ones, but we'll go grab this one real quick. I'm happy I found some streamer who doesn't have 1,000 people watching so I can get some answers. I think I would try to answer. I honestly, if I ever have 1,000 people watching, I'll probably just put slow chat on so I can do those answers. I know that might be annoying for viewers, but I think that's the way I always want this to be. We're going to go over to Ariel now. It's one of my favorite planets in the system, and I don't know why. I think it's just the coloring. We're going to jump over to it. This is called Quantum Jump. So we basically hit the spool button and then line ourselves up on it. Spooling has to be queued up. Calibration has to be queued up. And then we just hold the jump button and we go. And this one will be in atmosphere. So it should be in atmosphere anyways. But here we can go to after we do this mission, we can go land at a facility. We could go do repairs if we needed and fuel. Oh, looks like this one's going to be over in an asteroid field, not on the ground. I was hoping it was going to be ammo, but we'll still go land on planet, so you can see what it looks like to get around. So the only loading screens that are in the game is basically you first getting into the game, and if you die, loading into an area or a prison. That's it. Everything else is actually moving around all the time. Yeah, Sky's accurate there. Often I find the community beats me to the answers. So their conversations there are very valid often. And then often I just reinforce that in case it's a new person and I say, yeah, that person is correct. And I don't say that I know everything, because honestly, there's so much to know in this game. I feel like I learn something just about every day. And I just ran that ship. Lucky I didn't die. That was a free bounce, is what I would call that.
Target destroyed.
So this ship that we're killing is a Cutlass Black.
Destroyed.
It's a really common ship right now. Everyone, for the most part, likes it. It's got a good amount of utility. You can do a crazy missile loadout on it, and it can store a lot of cargo. This one is a Freelancer. Same deal, actually. Same category of ships. Has a
Weapon system overheating.
turret as well.
Warning. Weapon system overheating. Warning. Weapon system overheating. Target destroyed.
Meister, you have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, man. How'd you get this? How you get the screen zoomed in so much? Yeah, you are correct. That is how I'm doing it. That's my super ultra wide screen, and then I am zoomed in 1080p on it. So my canvas in OBS is set to 4K, and then I'm downscaling to 1080p. Yeah. Skyjang is correct. So we're gonna fly down there for SO Beats there and just show them what a ground facility looks like. You can play it in VR.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think someone posted that there is a way to play it in VR. I don't know if it's actually officially supported yet from CIG. Am I correct in that? Evacuated space. So we're jumping now down from that asteroid belt down the planet. This is one of the common trading places on this planet. This is a planet's called Ariel, and there's only two locations on it, Bezdek and Lathan. And so you can actually land here, get out. It's gonna be crazy, crazy hot. We won't want to be outside for too long. But you can also spawn ground vehicles here if you have a ground vehicle.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
And we can refuel our ship here while we're here. So there's the facility. Oh, we got cruise control on, so got that turned off now, so I'm not flying around all crazy.
Landing.
We might have a problem, like it might despawn the ship on us. We'll see what happens though. Right now they only want no more than 3 vehicles out per player. So this is how you restock, rearm. We'll get out of the ship and just go check out the ground vehicle launching facilities. Star Citizen in VR just with third-party software, but will be supported later directly from CIG. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So these ground facilities for launching ground vehicles, they have this blue structure on it, and then it says Platinum Bay landing services. It's all blue. So if you see one of these at a place you're landing at, you know, you can spawn ground vehicles. So like tanks and rovers and jeeps and the best bikes. And so this is going to show a lot of ships, but if it's too big for the pad, then it won't spawn. I think we'll spawn one of these hover quads. We'll do an expedited. NASA PC for it. Yeah, you do need the SSD and 16 gigs of RAM. 10 series video card is what I like to recommend and up, but you can certainly go lower. SSD is the big deal though. If you don't have that, there's really no point in playing the game. The yoga outfit, yeah, that's your death outfit. So if you die and you don't have any money, you at least have a spacesuit and a helmet to go try and make some money. So we only have 20 minutes till we won't be able to do this very long.
Welcome. Your journey.
I haven't flown this vehicle on this planet, but we're gonna go third person. So this is the new hover bike that they just released, and they've fixed the way it rides on the ground. So it's going to be like a bouncy like this, but you're supposed to be able to jump over these rocks with these. I really don't feel safe on this planet, but it seems to be doing a good job. A lot better than it used to. If this was the old ground mechanic, I would have been blown up by now. There's a lot of debris on aerial here. And I still wouldn't be surprised if I die in some way. I think it's pretty much just the bigger objects that are going to cause problems. I am impressed that I just buzzed over that building and didn't die. So yeah, that's the latest ground vehicle. How high can I raise the ship? That's as high as you can make it, but you can definitely lower the ship. That's interesting. We're gonna get off it now. Let's see if it rockets me off in the air. And it didn't. And it stayed at the height pretty much that I left it at. And it's going down to a rested state. Nice. It totally reminds me of a Sea-Doo. Power plant. There's no shields on this thing, no guns, just storage in that power plant, I think. Earth will eventually be in the game. And I think the main cities that will be on it, like a lot of these planets have waypoints on them. And so there's only 3 that I know for sure, because we can see it on the star map, is Russia, China, and the US. I thought I had this figured out the other day, how to fix the Z fighting. Oh yeah, you have to shut down the ship. Shut down the ship.
All systems offline.
Get out, get back in, and it fixed the Z fighting on the Hornet. Yeah, and there's the star map. That's sky linked. There's so much going on with this game. Just in Russia, got canceled. I know, sore subject right now. I think I opened up the back canopy. Let's go open, close. There we go. There we go. So yeah. Some questions answered for you. And then you might say, well, what's the point of going down to one of these planets? So, well, that didn't fix the Z fighting. That's too bad. We'll have to try that again.
All systems offline.
So what's the point of going down to planets? You can do mining right now on planets, and that can be done in first person, or it can be done in a ship. It can also be done in a ground vehicle. And there's basically safer areas to do these in terms of, like, if it's FPS, like in a cave, that way you're not, in this planet's case, not exposed to the heat so much. Let's see if this works. Oh, it almost fixed the Z fighting. One of them was still bad. So yeah, if you like ping, we can see 5,500 out and one that looks like it's up in the air, 7,500 out. But we can see these rocks. And so if I had a mining ship over here, I could actually break out a mining laser, break this rock, scoop up the materials, and then go sell it. They do respawn, I think it's every 2 hours. But yeah, you could scan it, see if it's even worth cracking, and then, oh yeah, ground vehicle racing. Like, there's so much organic stuff that can be done in this game. There's also several different games at the menu. So there's Star Marine, where it's FPS focused for like shooting. There's racing, which needs to be fixed, and then there's another mode called Arena Commander, and that's PvP in ships. There's also PvE version of it in there in case you want to practice. And I think right now, if you do sign up, I think they're still running a promo that you get a set of armor and gun. I think it's still running for this month. Is it still running for this month, everyone? You get this Artex suit. Let's see if it's on the front page here. I think it just came out, so... I don't know where it would be. River Song. That was an interesting. What do you guys think about the Inside Star Citizen with the rivers? The bonus is over. Thanks, Chaos. It's better than searching for it. Yeah, so you got to pay attention for those bonuses. Here's a very high risk target. There's also another version of this that is a multi-target thing, so there'd be like 3 targets to go after. And again, this is all pre-orchestrated by the devs. Whereas down the road, it'll be dynamic. Like, these AIs might maybe do something bad in an area, and then maybe there's, say, 3 of them, and that triggers the mission to grab those 3 targets and go after them. So this one is actually back at Hurston. This is a single target. In my brain, I was talking triple target, so I was thinking triple target. Rivers on Microtech, yeah. It's going to be interesting. I think, are they just doing 1 when they release it? Or is it... I can't remember what they said in that video. You have to forgive me, I'm a bit drowsy. But they made it look pretty neat, and they're saying that in that version now, you won't fall through... You won't fall through the water and explode anymore. I wonder if that's just going to be Microtech that's doing that, or if it's going to be all planets. Do we know of a full... No, they won't say. So there's another part of the game called Squadron 42, which is what they're focusing on right now. So what you'll see is a lot of the assets, from my perception, a lot of the assets that are going to be in Squadron 42 is what they're focusing on and building. So you'll see like that there's a lot of Aegis and Anvil ships, which are combat ships. And I would say the reason that they're developed first is for Squadron 42. So we're just kind of playing with the leftovers. Short answer, long answer. So their focus right now is Squadron 42, which will be their big promo piece. And then what we're playing is the MMO version, the sandboxy version, which people will then roll over into. You can go underwater and yeah, I wonder if they're going to fix that though for when they introduce this. I think that they said in Inside Star Citizen that all water will be traversable as long as you just remember your helmet, right? So we should be seeing this target coming up soon here. Yes, without your helmet, you will die. Understandably. I wonder if it's an instant death or if it's like you start choking like you do out in space. Okay, so here's the facility. This AI should be spawning in anytime. Oh, no. He's 100 clicks away. Where is he? He's far away. Interesting. Normally they spawn in pretty close to these points. The Jackal's low... Okay, is this a player? This is a player. Isn't it, guys? I have a feeling it is. So let's make sure I got a good elevation here first. Let's lock our pitch yaw. Oh, it says Jackal Ricky. This is not a player. This is an AI. Normally you're able to jump to these directly. A little unusual. You heard that the budget for this game was 400 mil, which is insane. Yeah, I think they're close to half a billion dollars of crowdfunding, and I think they have one big investor, and I don't know if they really needed them. And I'm not sure how much they got from them. I'm really not. Someone in chat might know. Yeah. So they sell ships and people pledge to them, basically giving them money for the promise of that ship, hoping that the development finishes one day. And so when the game launches, those ships are accessible to them day one. But they do marketing well, and they create fear of missing out, or FOMO. And they do limited quantities, and they don't have all the ships available all the time. So a lot of new players that may not be patient might feel FOMO and start buying ships. But if you watch my channel, and some other channels will actually show you at some of these events where they are giving perceived discounts, how to maximize those discounts. There's one Chrome plugin called Star Citizen CCU game. It will work for you right now, but because there's not many deals going on, you won't see any perceived deals. But typically what happens at these events is every day during the event, or every other day during the event, there'll be a new batch of ships that are available, and they're available all the way till the end of the week. And by the end of the event, when you use this plugin, it will show you the best way to get whatever ship it is that you want at the best price that you can. And so if you can have patience, if you do really get into the game, to wait to buy ships if you do want to support the game. If you wait, you can maximize your perceived value. They ran out of money and then they got an investor involved. Oh, okay. Fundraising went through the... I wouldn't be surprised if if COVID saved them because so many people were home. Lock. If you guys are wondering, hopefully I don't blow myself up here, but I like to drop my missiles within 3,000. Gives players and AI very, very little time to respond by... So let's see if those hit. They did not.
Shields hit.
We're gonna ping so we can see where the ground is. My shields are down.
How did it feel? Is that 75%?
These AI are hitting me pretty hard. We're just gonna have to keep moving, keep them guessing. Send out a ping here. We need to get out of here. They are gonna kill me. Shields are coming back. We're gonna swing back around. Ship got pretty banged up there. Gonna decouple.
Lock. Lock. Shields hit.
I feel like I'm gonna die. I kind of feel like we're on a really good server. Like there's probably no one on it. Those AI are hitting me way too easy. Anyways, sorry about the bad performance there. We'll see how many people are on this server. 5th server for you. Almost every elevator panel doesn't work and the floor doesn't move. Yeah, if you see those doors closed there, Ash, you shouldn't go in the elevator. I'm just gonna blur the screen for 2 seconds and take a look at how busy this server is. And then we'll know. I'm 1 of 35. So I would say it's mostly my bad flying that got me killed there. Or bunker missions. Carbon Tails Q. We still playing this scam? I know, Q. Everyone, this is Q. Welcome back, Q. Let me give you a shout out, sir. What's new? What's happening? Just gotta wait for my keyboard to come up here. Yeah. And I know people are saying that. I have a feeling it doesn't matter. But, I mean, they pumped so much hype about Squadron 42. Now it has to be amazing. Is what I would say. So I think I spelled it right. I'm doing everything manually. There you go. Make sure you guys please go follow Carbon Tails Q. And there should be some links there to his wife, Girl and Pigtails. How do I get my ship back now? So yeah, I've died in my ship. There's insurance on it. Or we're viewing it as insurance. Later on, we'll see what the actual insurance mechanic is. Let me just get rid of this mouse here. How do you get... Okay, so played with Papa Freedom, Jolly, back to fleet, trying to get some PvP practice in today. Was humbling as usual. Well, I just got humbled by 3 AI. So I'm starting to feel like the... Hornet is just, as much as I want it to be awesome, it just isn't there. So I basically found that ship that was destroyed, and you just hit file claim. Later this, I'm not sure if it's going to be in our next patch here, but I think it's scheduled to be in it. We have this feature. It's like a watch. It's called Moby Glass. And there's functions in here that look like this is like what they want to do. So they want to, it doesn't work right now. It hasn't worked forever. But they want to show you your vehicle status and your tracked mission status right here, an overview. But in this will basically be some version of this terminal in there, so you'll be able to call ships and work on them from your Moby Glass. So that ship is claiming, is what we would call it. It has a status of 6 minutes and 50 seconds on it. I could go expedited if I want. I could pay an expedited fee and lose $3,400, and it would knock it down to 1 minute and 34 seconds, so I could get it right away. Or I could do something smarter and like take a better ship over there. So we have another ship called the Gladius, I think is here, and we could pull some of those components off. Or let's take something bigger. Let's take the Andromeda. It's already here. It's already set up. It's a fun ship too. Honestly, the SNH is not a great spot. SNH? Sorry. SH is not in a great spot. What's SH? Ship handling? SH. Super Hornet. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Q. Yeah, I've been giving the Super Hornet a very big chance over the last couple weeks, trying to like get good with it, and it's got a lot of damage, but it is definitely not in the perfect place right now. I agree. Let's throw some gear on. I may not be able to because I got this bug happening, it looks like. Oh, no way. And I just lost my suit? No. What's going on here? Can I put it on manually? Equip? I got a backspace. Like, this is a bug. Sometimes when you die right now, for me anyways, I don't get the robe that you get. You're supposed to spawn with when you get out of the medical facility, and then I'm not able to take anything off because there's nothing there, and then it won't allow me to put anything on. So there's a lot of bugs in the game. You learn what they are, do the workarounds. Like my workaround is the backspace, and then typically I spawn with that robe and then I take it off and life continues. So down the road, when insurance, like when the game is done, we don't have an accurate idea of how insurance is going to work. All we know is that you'll get a warning, most likely, that your ship isn't insured if you fly out into the verse with no insurance. We don't know what insurance is going to cover. If it's going to cover your cargo, your components. We don't know if there's going to be different levels of insurance. I would assume a lot of these things will be in the verse, though. I'm hitting I to pull up my inventory. So here's that robe that is now showing up. I can ditch it, and now I can throw on the little starter suit. There we go. I'm not going to prep anything past that because we're just going to go do AI bounty missions. You have to stay in the bed till the gown spawns. Okay, I will try that. Thank you for telling me that, because maybe I am just getting out too quick. See, you learn something every day. I think this is, honestly, being a streamer is one of the biggest advantages of this game, because I may not have the answer, but someone else already does, and then I can share it with you guys later and be a better Star Citizen overall. So this is the Constellation. This is a much bigger ship. It's a multi-crew ship. It actually has another ship attached to it, a little parasite craft right here. You can access it from inside. It has freight capabilities. And it has 2 turrets on it as well. One top, one bottom at the front. This game looks like a better version of Cyberpunk. I don't know, Cyberpunk is... I played Cyberpunk and I streamed it, and it's a different game. I think the best thing about Cyberpunk was the soundtrack. Past that, it got very redundant quickly. I think the worst thing about Star Citizen is that, and they're adding more often, but because the missions are so static, once you get used to the game, you realize how static the missions are, and that can get boring. So that's where you see people start craving PvP and looking for that dynamic content. Like they've just released Jumptown 2.0, which is basically a drug lab location where you can make a lot of money off of getting the drugs out of it, but it causes a lot of PvP because people want to control it or get some money out of it. You're not lying, Marcus. We have a benefit of having chat feed us the info, right? I observe a lot of things. That is one of them. Was that a caterpillar running out there? That is. And Shane. Insane Shane. I want to say Ensign Shane, but it's Insane Shane. Okay, so we are dead across the verse. We're gonna go jump. So sorry, and some of you are just wondering who I'm talking to. We have a new player in chat, so I'm just trying to educate them as much as possible. So we're in this system called Stanton. It has 4 main areas: Crusader, Hurston, Microtech, and ArcCorp, and there's a few other little outlying mining facility areas. But these are typically the areas you're playing in. And this is just one system that technically is complete, but they're still making advancements for the whole game, so it's still growing. But there's supposed to be over 100 of these systems down the road, and they've built these tools to help the designers build these planets and for these other systems that are coming. Yeah, the Hurricane is definitely the best multi-crew ship for 2 people, I'd say. I 100% agree. And if you guys are just joining the stream, I know the price seems high. I am giving away 2 quad bikes every $430 raised, and that is to help me pay for a possible root canal. If we don't raise the money, then I'm getting the tooth pulled. But I appreciate all the support up to them. So I got 20 bikes to give away, so that's covering the price of the bikes and possibly what the root canal is going to cost. And we'll give away, if for every time we trigger one of those levels, we'll do a giveaway right away for whoever's paying attention in stream. So hang out. You never know. It might get triggered. It might not. Did they fix the power issue in the Hurricane? I don't know if they must have, because I don't recall the last time I was in a Hurricane ever having a power problem. Can you customize your ship in some way or just have it play as it is? So I can't pull up the customizer right now because we're in a ship, but there's this vehicle loadout manager here, and I don't think it's going to load anything right now. But when you're at one of those terminals where I was able to look at the ships, if a ship is at that location, you can go here, pull it down from the tab. Never try to pull a ship like right from the initial tab, but in that tab you can see shields, coolers, power plant, quantum jump plant, the weapons that are on it, whether they're gimbaled or not, the missiles, what type of missile rack is on it, and sometimes paints if you have the paints for them. Some of the paints you can buy in game, and the rest of them you can definitely buy on the store. Yeah. Down the track, you can change your radar, onboard computers for automation, etc. Yeah. So yeah, I would say like overall components are at a tier 0 level because they're literally just buying them and putting them in. But down the road, we're supposed to be able to customize them and throw in other things. There's a lot of features about Star Citizen that are just basically tier 0. I mean, there's new systems that need to come in, and the game still even has some Flash in it, like web browser Flash. Ugh, my legs are going numb. So, and that Flash web browser stuff needs to be pulled out. So that's also part of optimization and them coming back to reworking stuff. But again, their devs are focused on Squadron 42, the campaign. And the campaign is really huge in terms of how many chapters there's going to be. You got some big actors in it. Gillian Anderson, Mark Hamill. Is it IMDb? IMDb. And I did this a while ago. And I was really shocked to see how many how many stars are in it. Gary Oldman's in it. I did not know that. So Sophie Wu, Eric Wareem is Targus. This is Star Citizen, right? Full cast, yes. Gary Oldman is in it. That's huge for me. I really like Gary Oldman. But Mark Hamill's in it. I feel like I can make this bigger. You guys see any big names that I'm just not recognizing? Sandy Roberts, Pusher, as Sandy Gardner. Sorry, I'll pull this over to the middle of the screen. Gary Oldman did the speech that was in Squadron 42 trailer a while back. Oh, okay. Why do I feel like this is not all? I was looking at a different list and it had way more. Maybe I need to look up Squadron 42. Awards, 1 nomination? What? Okay, this looks different. There you go, Gary Oldman. There, okay, this is the list. Gary Oldman, Mark Hamill, Mark Strong, Sophie Wu, John Rhys Davies, Liam Cunningham, who played the Onion Knight in Game of Thrones, Gillian Anderson as Captain McLaren. The other names I don't recognize, but I know for me, like, this is just huge. Henry Cavill's in it? That's that's Superman, right? The new Superman? Yeah. Man. I wonder if Henry Cavill's playing Star Citizen. I mean, if he's acted in it, I bet you he is in it. Like, he's a big D&D guy, and I think World of Warcraft guy, isn't he? Like, look at this cast. Well, there's a lot of movies that don't have anywhere near this for actors. Anywhere near. Just a massive project. He is a PC gamer, yeah. Pretty impressive, though. So I would say the earliest, if everything was perfect in a perfect world and they were actually done Squadron 42, the earliest, in my opinion, that we'd ever see it is this year Christmas. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're still minimum a year out, maybe 2 years out, minimum. And I'm an optimist, so you have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. Because like I want this game to come out, but I try to read what I can see. He is the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia. Yes. How's it going, Brendel? So we've jumped in a very fast ship with a very fast drive across Stanton to back to Hurston. Sorry, and I'm describing this for a new player for ESO Beats. And we're gonna go kill those AIs in a bigger ship. I am missing a gun on this ship though. I need to go repair. We'll just do it with down a gun, I think. Where is this AI? We'll go kill this AI first and then go repair. We're down a gun, but what I've noticed though is if you're down a gun, the game puts the rest of the shots that are in your capacitor into the other guns that are still there. I think this infection has moved down in my throat now. Hurts. Christmas 2023 minimum, yeah. I think it's fair. I mean, if they have another year to polish it, that's fine. I have a feeling there'll be a lead up to it though. I think there'll be a lead up to the announcement from it. I don't think there'll be a surprise. I don't think there'll be a leak from the staff, but I think it'll be an orchestrated CIG series of videos leading to a polished piece. Don't die on stream. I know. That's what I said earlier. If I die on stream, I'm sorry, and I love you all. Ashley's in the other room, so just yell really loud if I die. Just go septic on stream. Can you imagine? Just septic shock right on stream. Terrible. If it happens, stop watching. I don't want you to be all PTSD. Or spam rip, if you could. IRL rip. Can you imagine how cold that would be? Seeing someone die on stream and typing that would be terrible. What you hate most about this game? The bugs. Because I know they're so focused on Squadron 42 that they don't want to go back and fix the bugs because it costs them time, and it costs them a couple developers daily to fix each bug, which doesn't progress the game. It only makes it simpler for us and less stressful for us as players. So they have to play this balanced game of what makes the game progress enough for us that we don't lose our minds at them and stop playing them, because we are giving them a lot of feedback. So that on the website there's a feedback form there, and I'm not talking about Spectrum. There's a issue council forum which you can go look for bugs, and if the bugs aren't listed by another player, you can go create a issue council ticket and put your reproduction steps in there, and then there's employees that collect the data, prove the bug is actually there and reproducible, and then give direction to a dev on that bug so that when they have time they can go back and fix it. And there's lots and lots of bugs, lots are reported, lots of people taking their time to report them correctly, and they just never get around to fixing them all unless they're critical. So it is one of the it's one of the things that sort of kills it for some people. Like, you know, there's plenty of people that watch my channel. They don't want to play Star Citizen because the bugs affect them. I mean, it can get really annoying logging into the game and a bug happens and you're just like, do you know what? I just wasted 30 minutes trying to do this thing and then the bug happened and it stopped my progress. And they don't want to deal with it. And I get that. They want a game that works and they want CIG to fix the bugs. And I want that too. But I can't give them any direction. All I can do is report the bugs like everyone else. And if enough of us complain about a certain bug and show them what time is wasting, then they typically do try to fix it. Can I be the one to upload to live leak? Yes, OP Fubar, please. I wouldn't be the first streamer that I know we have a Star Citizen streamer that streams way too much, in my opinion, way too long. I have concerns for that, like blood clotting and whatnot. I mean, I used to stream really long too, and people express concern over that as well. I'm not doing that so much. Yeah. Is Arena Commander broken? I think it's working right now. I think... Let me turn that up. I don't think Arena Commander is quite broken right now, as far as I know. I know some other streamers have discussed how broken it is in terms of how players are playing it. And things need to be tuned up. I look at it as tier 0 Arena Commander, but people are still playing it, so. Let's fire some missiles.
Shields damaged.
And turn on my track IR. So yeah, other than that, bugs for me are just like, once you learn what's causing the bugs or how to avoid them, then you're fine. It's the discovery, in between discovering it and figuring out how to avoid it. We're gonna get out of here because they are hammering on these shields hard. Funny, I'm getting shot behind and hitting my front facing. Let's decouple, turn the ship around. Recouple.
Threatening me, Master Jedi.
Only a Valkyrie. So this ship kind of flies like a bus. That's how I'd describe it. We like flying buses. Typically, this ship you would though have it multi-crewed. You'd have someone in the top turret, bottom turret, and I could akin it to being like a Millennium Falcon. There's actually a ship in the game that is loosely based on the Millennium Falcon. I'm trying to find where this is now. The ship is flying all around. There we go. Bringing it around. And it's another Valkyrie. Did I say kin it? I liken it to? So this is like basically AI bounty hunting. And then we get paid for the mission, and we also get paid for the criminals that were on it and their crime stat, because we have another mission called Call to Arms. Do you have concierge? I do. Q, you just tipped $100, dude. Thank you so much. Hey, that worked now. Thanks very much for doing that, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Can you buy a repair kit and use it in fights? Down the road, I think there's going to be many interactions like that. So salvage will probably be the closest thing I could say for a repair kit. I'm not wearing a med gun right now, but there is medical gameplay. I would call it tier 0 as well, but you can pull out a med gun and heal yourself with it or heal someone else with it. Most of the bugs are ironed out with it. Cool how Restream connects chats. Yes, I agree. If I give you my credit card, you gift me all the concierge ships? Yeah. Joking. I mean, the concierge ships are available to everyone. So if you spend $1,000, you can see all the concierge starter packages. And I can show you that if you've never seen it. Let me know if you want to see it. I don't want to take time away from the stream and make people wonder. But yeah, that is available to everyone. You have to be at 1,000. So if you're already wanting to spend $1,000, you can actually just spend the $1,000, and then I'm not sure what the time is for it to roll over and show you the packages, but I think you can just message CIG directly and say, this is what I want to buy within this concierge value. Can you set that up for me? And they'll just give you access to see it. And if anyone is wondering what the heck I'm talking about, I can go over that and show you. No need to spend 1,000 on the game though. Yeah, most of these ships you can just get in the game, so I wouldn't run out to spend the money unless you're like really, really passionate about the project and you want to support it. And thanks again, Q, for that support, dude. It means a lot. Another very high risk threat. That's, I think, where we're going. Sometimes, like, I'm surprised we're not seeing them. There's typically a group warrant. And all it is actually, we should go. I don't have a gun on me. We could go back to the spaceport, grab a gun, and I can show you what an entrenched bounty looks like. Demo that. And I can go get the gun back on this ship. So here's my spawning area. This planet's called Hurston. The map for this is definitely tier 0. They're going to be doing a whole new star map, so it's a little jank. But we're already around this planet, so this little triangle here is representing our ship. Any starting location on a planet is indicated by this icon. We're gonna set route just so we can find it easy when we point ourselves to the planet. No worries. You know we support our friends whenever we can. I appreciate it, man. I need to give you another shout out just for that. So we're queuing up to jump around the planet. And here's what oh, on the other screen, hold on. Another shout out for you there, Carmatel's. Thanks again for that. I gotta add that to that command when people are tipping. I should actually add that right now. I'll take the time. It's gonna take 2 seconds, and I gotta get the sweater off. I'm not sure if it's hot in here or if I got a fever again. Grab some water. Wipes don't automatically happen every new patch. So where was that question? Not coming back till salvage is in. I want to crush things with my reclaimer. Well, tier 0 salvage is gonna be just FPS. So we could, this is Lorville, and now that we got our keyboard back, that's Lordville. That's the Hurston Dynamics. I shouldn't say it. Yeah, it's a Hurston Dynamics building. So there's landing pad facilities down there, and then there's trains going around it. Up in the sky is where we're gonna go. So we're gonna look for this square icon over here and jump to it, and then we're gonna do our refill and fuel there, because there's nothing we really need to do on planet, and this is quicker instead of landing here and fighting Atmo. Not that there's too much Atmo to fight, but so far I've only, and again, thanks again, Q, and everyone, please click on that link, follow Carbon Tails Q, and there should be a link there too to Girl in Pigtails as well. Give her a follow. They stream together. They're a couple that both play Star Citizen. They do some really entertaining streams. Sip and Search, I think, is on Fridays, Q. Checking out unique spots around the verse. Don't click on my channel. We stream only on my wife's. Oh, okay. Why you gotta be like that? Is it just CarbonTales_GIP? I need to start putting shortcuts in. I'm putting it on my stream deck. There's so many things to do, man. And I guess I could just blog that person over on Twitch. Sipping searches on Saturdays, just drinking, hang out with friends. We don't really play the game. Oh, is that what it's turned into? You guys used to be looking for things around the verse. There we go. That's who I want you guys to go click and follow, if you would, please. If you have a moment. SO Beats, are you getting all the answers to your questions that you need? Do you have any other questions that I've triggered by talking and doing stuff? Okay, let's ask for a pad. It's devolved into just sipping now. That's what it sounds like, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes it's good to just sit there and chat with the community directly. It's much more intimate that way. That's what I really enjoyed about mining in the mole so much as I used to. Because, you know, I'd fly the ship a little bit, do some low flying in the mole, find some rocks, and then I could just sit there and talk to the stream. Is it still free fly? No, I think it's over. I think the next free fly is probably Invictus. Am I wrong? Does anyone know when it is? The next one? OJ, what a refreshing crisp with Sprite, can of Sprite.
Have a pleasant stay.
It might be liquor. Okay, so we're getting repaired. Most of this I think is from last time. Let's see what missions we have access to right now. Suspect apprehension. This one is still on my list, and this player could be just disconnected from the server, but we can check and see if they've moved. If they're still at like Hurrell, whatever, then I think they're just bugged on this server. So we just got repaired. There's a 17.5 mission. Oh yeah, we were gonna get some armor on. Invictus is end of April, beginning of May, somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna trust shoot on that. Yes, sir. Thanks for your answers. And just ask questions, man. I'm gonna switch to super ultra wide mode for just a second, so you can sort of see the, so you can see how inventory works. It's gonna look different on yours. Most people I don't think are using my silly super ultra wide. But anyways, you can scroll up and down looking for undersuits. Switch them around. You can throw on then the armor. So we'll grab like this helmet, and then I'll go custom, turn off helmets, and then I can get the core. We'll turn off flare. We'll turn off backpacks. We'll grab this chest. We'll grab this leg, or double click on it. Turn off legs. Turn off core. There's the arms. We'll turn the helmet back on because it's missing. I bought a bunch of them so that when I die, I'm just ready to go. We'll go to weapons. We'll put on a sniper rifle. Put on a grenade launcher. I don't know if I have any ammo here, is the problem, and I don't. We've got med gun because we're going to need that. We'll throw on a handgun as well. So I got two full-size guns and then a handgun. And hopefully they all stay. This handgun doesn't want to stay on my side for some reason. And now we're having an... What's it doing? There we go. Double click worked this time. And you can grab food and water from the station. You can wear regular clothing if you want, but you're not going to get any protection in most of the hostile environments right now. How much longer is Xenothreat going? It's not going right now, but if you pay attention to my top ticker there, the top ticker has the event. So there's February. We're getting into March now on that ticker. So just watch the top ticker there. It has all the events. I'm not sure when that ends. March 5th. Sorry about the spaces in that ticker. I got the developer looking at that soon as he has an opportunity to. So is that Xenothreat? Because it's a group of Jumptown and then a group of Xenothreat. Okay, so do I have my armor on? Yeah, I do. Okay. Yes, I think I do. It looks like I'm just wearing... Looks like the art. Looks like the...
Engines are off. Engines are off.
Let's check my... what I'm wearing again. I think I just didn't put the arms on. And we're still close enough to the station right now that I can put some things on. There we go. Armor for everything. Healing gun still on. Let's go do an entrenched bounty. Yeah, and that ticker will get fixed. I guess I can't remember who it was, but someone did me a favor and counted out the characters and realized it was every 100 characters and spaces that it was putting that extra space in there, making it a little bit weird to read. So we're gonna do a ground bunker mission just for our new viewer. So right now these have a question mark in front of them. It's probably just a developer placement, like they don't know what to put in there for some reason. So it's like a questionable risk threat, like they don't know, it's unknown risk threat. But this will be like out of bunker, so we might get this to work, but we also might encounter a bug where the elevator is not working, and it'll be like there'll be 2 elevators there and we won't be able to go down. So we're gonna track this, and that way just it's easier to find, and we can see it's on Aberdeen, and this looks like it's a cave one, so it's not a bunker. So you get to see a cave dive. That's what's gonna happen. And it pays a good amount of money. It's 25k. The downside is the mission's a little bit long. We got a red star lifter here for some reason. We're gonna ignore it and just go on with our stream instead of sitting here and blowing up a red ship. I said I was gonna fix that thing. I think I could go fix that thing further. I swear you can see how red my jaw is through the through my beard. Okay, where's the stream bot? Let's fix this right now real quick. So this is a event when people donate, and we'll add basically the thing from when people raid over to it. And sorry, I am a little bit groggy. Raid. Where's Twitch raid? Twitch raid channel raid. So we have the message in there. We have check out the latest stream message. And then we'll do the overlay. No, we won't do the overlay. Wait. 5. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. This is gonna take more than I'm gonna have to figure that out. How to pull in the stuff I'm doing, like the raid stuff. when people are tipping, but okay, let's go find this cave. And it looks like it's sort of on a lit side of the planet, so we might have to manually fly down. There's not a lot of jump points on Aberdeen.
Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now off.
We're just gonna fly down. And this is my way to get rid of the arrow. Hit escape, hit return, gone. Time to talk with chat. So, yeah, this is the Constellation Andromeda. It's a multi-crew ship. So you got the 2 turrets in the front, top, bottom, cargo bay in the back. I can open it up while we're flying. And just take a look. So there's turret at the front, elevator, turret on the top. And then there's the cargo bay in the back. So you can actually put a Ursa rover in there or load cargo. And then that parasite craft that looks like it's missing a wing for some reason can be detached and own support. But it doesn't have a jump drive. So it's literally like it has to be... You don't want to leave a man behind, essentially. Looks like that gun didn't reload either. I'd have to put another gun back on when we go back. What did you link him, Sky? Is it a mining video? I'm gonna grab my water and take off this sweater. I'm overheating. I'll be right back, everyone. For now, I'll leave you CIG commercials. Be right back.
Maybe you're into touring galaxies more out of the way destinations. Or you're known for your speed and tenacity. You always deliver. Perhaps you're a peacemaker, taming a wild galaxy. Whatever calls to you, choose your lifestyle. With the 100 series from Origin.
Echo on Twitch on the commercials. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'll fix that. I just want to do it right now. Very sorry. It's a duplicated resource feeding through twice. I'm sure that's what's happening. And I think I knew about it and I forgot to do it. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I shall add that to my to-do list. Do I have a to-do list on this computer? I'll add it right now. Here's my to-do list. Add card, fixed, duped, audio, and commercial. Scene. Thank you, sir. Done. I will fix that. I know it's something simple. It took me a while to figure out what the heck was up with that, but let's start a recording. So this is a cave. The only problem with these cave missions is at about 5K out, we're gonna see this marker disappear, and then you have to really like manually find it. Like there, like 4,500, it disappears. It's kind of idiotic. So you just got to move the ship slow, and it's more difficult at night. But you just go in a straight line and you'll run into it. You just don't want to go too fast, otherwise. Like I typically I miss them like 50% of the time, and then I have to double back. What's actually very similar to this is Derelict Missions, where there's a downed caterpillar, which they're going to add more to down the road, but caterpillar will be down and you can go in there and do whatever they're asking you to do. There's like laser trip mines in there. Like I've missed it, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to pass this thing most likely, and then we're going to turn around. Oh, no, there it is. Landing gear out. And so this is a cave mission. And you could bring your FPS, first person mining gear. And you could bring a backpack. And you could come into here and do whatever you want for the mission. Collect some stuff along the way. It really is sort of choose your own adventure and how you want to do it. But the more prepared you are, the better. So the only downside of my preparedness today here is that I don't have a lot of ammo. So I brought the grenade launcher and a sniper rifle, and we'll just make do. We got some lighting problems here, where the light is bleeding through the rocks. Really annoying when I have to take 4 shots or whatever that was, point blank. I bet you that AI gets up. Stick your head up. Yeah, NPCs, yeah. The problem with the guns that I have is I'm not going to be able to reload them off of the ammo here, but I can pick up their guns, which is a recent feature where you can actually loot the NPCs, and now you can even strip the ammo from the guns. But that one that got rocket launched over here, I've seen it where they still get up from that. They're like Terminators. But like, I could strip down and I could grab all that gear off him. And I should be able to grab his gun. And I should be able to, I believe the round's on the back, but I think you can do it from the inventory window. And there's the cartridge. So I can drag that right off. And then I can ditch the gun. And I can go back into my inventory. I could have just probably put it right on me. I can drag it or double click it and it puts it on a slot on the type of armor I'm wearing. And so if I grabbed another one of those guns somewhere else, that ammo is accessible. So if this guy has the same gun and he doesn't, we could do it over there too. I don't know where the round is on this one. Or if I don't know if all guns are interactable right now for removing ammo. I have a feeling this is one of those guns that you can't grab the cartridge off of. See that NPC I blew across the screen, see if he's over here. Or I wonder if that was glitched and then he like reappeared across the screen. Like he got rock. I think that's what happened. So here's a mineable right here. So if I had a mining gun, and one of these AIs might, oh, what the heck? Is there an AI right there? There is. So this is how bad the AI is right now in the game. If you're on a very low pop server, the AI can be pretty deadly because they don't have much to worry about except for you. So it's kind of gets scary. I didn't bring a backpack. We'll steal a backpack off of one of these AIs. Oh yeah, some of them are terrible. And it's really just server pop. So if you're gonna go like do these missions, make sure you are aware of how many people are on the server. So this mining tool is actually working. So it has the head in it. So we could go, I feel like I'm stuck in a crouch right now. I'm stuck in a crouch right now. Lovely. Anyways, so we can go back to this mining deposit here. So looks like it was on full. But we can right click and it pulls up the interface to scan it. And so the red bar on the left is where you don't want the energy level to be, and the little bar that's really small in between the area, that's where the rock starts to fracture. So this would be like entry-level mining. If you just get into the game and you have only a starter ship and you're like, I think I want to do mining, this is how I want to become, you know, this is how I want to make my money, you could start here. And then you could save up and you could get a Atlas Black and a ground mining vehicle, and you could then work your way up to a mole, a multi-crew ship, or a prospect, or a single miner, and you could group up with people. So we're in the red area. We don't want to be next to this if it blows. So we're letting it cool. We're going to come back in. Try to keep this up into the green area. So we'll crank the power back up. I just didn't wheel down soon enough. So I like to try to keep things like right coming into that green area. And then it's just watching it and making sure it stays in it. You don't want to be next to one of these when they blow. It'll kill you. If there's enough energy in it and you're close enough. If you run away, you're fine. So that was basically, the second time was a perfect break. And now you can just hit F. And it's going to load them into your armor. And then if you get a backpack, it's going to put them into your backpack. And bounty hunting, yeah, is definitely, I think, one of the most profitable ones. And I mean, technically it would be the most amount of risk. You got asteroids to deal with. And we don't know how good the AI is going to be down the road, but it's all really just like doing what is fun for you in the verse. So what's fun for me may not be fun for you, but you can, you know, get whatever you want out of it. I'm going to turn this body over and see if he's wearing a backpack. And he is. There's this clipped into the ground. So I can equip his backpack. I know I'm running a bit slower, but I get more storage space. So I got a free backpack. And we can spin around. You can see it's on me now. And all those rocks that I looted, I can put into that backpack. And so I could keep mining down here if I wanted. I could make this a whole search and destroy mission, and then this backpack, if I filled it and I wanted to stay, I could run back to the ship. I could drop the backpack and grab another backpack and keep going. So I wouldn't really like, unless like efficiency and making money is what your goal is, I wouldn't look at doing that. I'd look at what's fun. But the most profitable right now, for now, is what I would view as bounty hunting on average. But if there's any events going on, typically try to get involved in the events, because like if you have I think it's 1.1 million bucks sitting around, and if you have a way to move a lot of cargo, and here's another rock right behind this gun, this green stuff. But if you have like $1.1 million in the game, and there you go do the Xenothreat mission, and you move the medical supplies, there's a profit of over 700,000 in a full ship called the Hercules C2, which is the civilian variant. And that's a single run. So that single run, if it goes smooth, could take you like 15 minutes. The only problem is there's a lot of people that do it, and if you're one of those, if you're at the terminal, you could be in line waiting for someone else. Terrible shooting. Is there another AI here? I swear I saw one. I'm not a fan of shotguns. So this gun, I have 120 ammo because I picked up some ammo off another gun. Are there different atmospheres on different planets that affect your moving? Yes. So there's definitely thicker atmospheres, lower gravity, higher winds, no wind, temperature variance. So there's a variety. Yeah, there's a variety of environments for sure. And so they're going to be throwing in another area soon called Pyro, and I expect to see a lot of hotter environments in that one, just overall. Where'd the gun go, everyone? Point it out to me if you see the gun. I fell through. So we're on a planet called Aberdeen, and this one is a very hot atmosphere. Like in this basic armor, non-heat resistant armor, like I'm calling it non-heat resistance. I think you can only last like 12 minutes out in the heat. But if you have a hot suit on, you can last hours. I should be more careful about that. I think it's like an hour. And then I think you still need to, like, occasionally when you start to get overheated, you need to like be able to get out of that suit or take the helmet off at least and drink some water. Otherwise, your character will continue on this heat. What's the right word? I want to say cycle, but that's not the right word. Like he won't be able to cool down with the helmet still on, essentially. And they'll die. So you got to be really, really careful with the heat and the cold. Moon. So this is one of, like, I'd say this is the one of the longer missions in the game, but a lot of people don't make use of all the things the caves that have to offer. So if you bring a backpack down here, there's stuff to pick up, there's stuff to sell. There's rocks along the way. So you can bring out your mining tool, and then if you highlight over something, it'll come up. You just gotta look for color variations, gems in the rock, essentially. Heat stroke. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Boost. So there is a planet called Crusader in the planet, and it's nowhere near the actual scale of Jupiter. I don't know if it's even like an eighth. I don't know if someone knows what Crusader's scale is compared to Jupiter, but it is a gas giant, and it has an orbital starter area above it, and it's the most recent starter area that they've added to the game, and that's why as soon as they added that, technically Stanton is done. The only thing left to do now is them updating the space station that's further orbiting higher out of Atmo. That one's called Port Olisar, and it's basically the first space station we got in the game, and it is behind on the tech, and they want to basically update that all and pull it out. Here's another mineable rock, so you can see how easy it is to spot them if you're looking. If it's purple or pink, mine it. If it's green, it's not worth your time. But that will probably change down the road too, because things are really on a static economy system. Here's another harvestable. It's like a fungus or something. And I missed it. Another mission that will lead you down into these caves are searching for missing persons, and often down in these little areas where I just missed the jump, the AI will be that you're looking for is down there. I would avoid doing those missions right now because I have had little success recovering anyone from it. An AI can bleed out now. And my old stupid joke is all these little lights pointed up are their souls going up. Actually, they're helmet lights. So you can see how bad the AI is, and it's probably just number of people are on the server. But if you ever, like I said, if you ever get on a server that's low pop, they can be pretty scary. Another Devastator shotgun. Their backpacks currently are always empty. There's what we're looking for. I'm gonna strip the ammo off this gun. I think. There's the little ammo thing. We'll put it in our inventory and then on ourself. I think this is empty. Dark but funny, yes. How's it going, Samboku? I really hope those caves have fauna available. Yeah, fauna they haven't really been talking about recently. Which is, it's fine. It's not really a priority right now. I was kind of hoping that they were going to bring fauna first into the prison escape to really scare people about... Oh no, are we bugged? Okay, we got out. Scare people about going into prison and possibly dying in prison. I guarantee if they put anything that attacks you in prison, I bet it's going to be crazy hard the first implementation. And then people are going to complain and then they'll adjust it. Bring light sticks and it really helps. Yeah. So you can bring consumables, you can attach them or carry them in your backpack and you can leave a trail of them. So, oh man, I just fell. And so these yellow ridges right here are typically the way you get out. They're either grab points. But you can see how long these missions take and so unless you want that cave delving experience, money-wise, they aren't good or popular because it takes so long to do them. And you sort of have to be careful now due to force reactions, and you can easily like stumble and hurt a leg or something, or sometimes both, and then you die pretty quick. Sometimes the game is really unforgiving about things like that. It's been a while. Has he upgraded your setup? Yeah, I'm getting it tuned up here and there. I still need to add more sounds. I got an audio problem that someone pointed out to me in one of my scenes. But yeah, we're getting more and more tuned up. I think I just went a wrong way. So Beats, you have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out. I And remember, if you do set up a Star Citizen account, use that link, and you get the 5,000 starter credits. Pop back in anytime. There's a crate down there. Where is that light coming off of? There he is. That was the target. Is there anyone else in here? There is. Damn it. There's a problem. Oh no, I got the healing pen. I think there's one more. They really need to break out the combat music that they're using in Xenothreat for average interactions. I don't know if it was anyone else really impressed with the Xenothreat music montage. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I noticed it really clearly. That there's 3 levels of music in it. There's an idle music layer, and then there's a medium that gets you a little bit amped up, and then when you actually start attacking, it brings up the attack music, and it's very like it just transitions. It's the same music overall looping, and then it transitions up in between them. I thought they did an excellent job at it. So there's a ammo crate, custodian magazine, custodian rifle, sniper. I think that's an 8x scope. Knife and some materials. Coda rounds. Stabilizer. Oh, there's a coda in here. I think I already had one. We'll grab this one. Make up for all the ones I'm missing. If anyone else has any questions out there, I know I was catering to our new player, but if you have any questions, just ask. Hey, more quota rounds. And we'll grab that quota gun. I got 2 quotas out of that. I mean, farming weapons in these areas is profitable too. Bunch of comp boards, and here's a suppressor 3. Arrowhead sniper rifle round. Battery for pistol. Lots of crates at the end of this cave. I feel like that doesn't happen enough. I think people would do these missions more if they knew there was like a unique armor piece at the end, like the subscriber stuff, like, you know, the new Artex armor. You could see a lot more people stoked to come to actually do this stuff. I think I opened this. Yeah, it's got the open. Wish they had a basic jukebox. I do, so I could add our own non-combat combat music tracks. Yeah, that'd be nice. The only thing that's close to that is, oh no, but queuing it with the game would be what you're asking for. That makes sense. This guy says, yeah, I've been looting lots of guns, ready to sell them on the all next patch. Yeah, I hope they don't do a reset before that happens, because I know that's gonna annoy a lot of people that are doing exactly what you're doing. They want to see how much money they could make off it, right? Don't be surprised if they reset, guys, on that, because they might want to see what happens with the economy. My source within CIG has basically said that, you know, they believe, or they seem to be under this impression, that it takes about 3 months, 4 months for the economy to sort of get out of whack. Like those players that have a lot of time to play, or know the game, excel ahead of everyone else very, very quickly. And so I think that's what they're interpreting as economy getting out of whack. So whether or not they would reset, I don't know, but come on, I don't want to crouch. I want to go prone. There we go. Just give us motivation to go build up again. Yeah, it's and that's so true, Sky. I mean, and it's every time they do reset. I mean, I know it's a big deal for them. It's a big deal for the players, but they don't just do it willy-nilly. And it there's a reason behind every reset. Like there's a purpose. I could see them, if I was them. I don't know which one of these I need to jump down, but let's pick the end one. I could see them reset money and not reset any items. I could see that. But you know, and then talking about that out loud, I don't know if there'd be a benefit to doing that. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. People are still, because you're still not testing an accurate economy of like what people are starting with, right? And that's where the accuracy comes down to, like testing an environment where people actually have access to those ships and what they would do with them after a reset or after a beta, or going to alpha. I'm gonna try to jump for that one, and I missed it. I used to play a PC back in the Wing Commander 3 days, where you could save CD tracks in game and customize music. There's so many. I'm not sure when Wing Commander Armada was around, but that was my big introduction to Wing Commander product. I enjoyed that game. It was kind of like a top-down strategy game, and then it would take you into a 3D sim fighter But once you got the flying patterns sorted out by the AI and knew that the Banshee could outfly and outmaneuver the other ship, it's just a matter of time and maneuvering. I can't think of what game that would be. I found a black hoodie. I don't know it existed. Hood works and all. Last night, just doing random bunkers. Giving it, I did kill a civ to get it. A lot of that civilian stuff will be available at the stores at the starter planets. So black hoodie, that sort of, to me, would maybe think Grim Hex. It might be there. I think there might be a sweater with a skull on it in the game. Like a digitalized skull. Does that ring a bell for anyone? I think, oh my god. Look how red my neck is. That infection went down my neck. For sure. It's not in my head. I'll probably get us back to base and then close the stream. And then tomorrow, I'm probably going to go do some more training possibly with someone. And if not, then I will stream and we'll hang out some more. Try to raise some more funds for this tooth of mine. And give away some bikes as we hit those goals. So we're up a backpack, some rocks. How am I carrying 4 guns? This game is hilarious. Maybe we should put some guns away. Two gun racks on a multi-crew ship. I think they need more. DOS games bring back boot disk executable auto exec packs. Oh my god. Moms, how you doing, man? Let me give you a shout out. Good luck with the tooth. Yeah, I'm gonna get us back to dock first, and then we'll shut down the stream. See who's out there to raid. What have you been up to there, moms? Last playing Star Citizen. Make sure you guys and girls go give moms a follow. I need to get my my rest, obviously. I don't know, is it too soon for a painkiller? When did I take my last one? It's 12 now. Anyone recall when I did that? Was it like 4 hours ago? Wake myself up at 4 and take another? Being under the weather with COVID, number 5. You've had COVID 5 times? Are you sure about that? I'm sorry you're going through that, dude. I'm sure I've had it, but it didn't really hit me. I got my 2 vax, and I haven't had a moment where I felt sick like COVID. There was a one moment where I did lose my taste for a few days when I was first starting my old job, but it was gone in a couple days, so I assumed that was COVID, but I didn't get anything else other than loss of taste. And then when I did my test, they said I didn't have it, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then, you know, 6 months later, you hear people saying that they've gotten it and their tests aren't accurate, and they're getting false negatives and false positives. You're triple vaxxed. I've seen so many customers, I'm just like, whatever. I'm sure. I've even had 2 customers that said they had COVID, and I'm just like, whatever, I'm doing your install. I got a mask on, you got a mask on, stay in the other room. I'll get the install done. It's not a big deal. Yeah. It looks, in the stream, it not only looks red, but it looks puffy. Yeah, it is a little bit weird. Yeah. And for anyone that's just joining us, I am giving away 20 hover bikes. Every time we hit 430 bucks, whoever's in chat, say keyword, you get one entrance, and then we give away 2 bikes. And we're raising funds to save my molar, and if we don't hit it, then I'm most likely getting my tooth pulled. So you guys get to decide the destiny, possibly, of my tooth. Real life stakes.
Thank you. Please visit.
And I think my appointment to pull it is on the 11th, so we have a few more days to decide if it's what's going to be possible. The worst thing you got from COVID was a brain fog. I've taken a drug once for spasms I was having in my back, and it was the worst feeling ever. I've never felt like a loss of IQ ever in my life like that. Like I swear I dropped down to like 90 IQ. I felt dumb, and there was a fog, and I went out and hung out with a couple of my older friends, and I just sat there like a zombie. And they actually looked at me. They're like, "Are you okay, dude? Because you are being affected by that." I'm like, "Yep, I am feeling off."
Radar contact.
Radar contact. Let me guess. It's the C2 from earlier that someone abandoned. Yep. Where'd it go? I just lost my... I went and looked at it and I lost the marker.
Radar contact.
Please proceed.
Oh yeah. Please proceed to assigned landing bay. Okay, what's that triangle?
Radar contact.
There we go. I don't know if I just didn't see it.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh man, I am tired. My brain, I swear, just shut down for that. My brain's on autopilot. Kind of like driving a car.
Great. Have a pleasant.
Where you're driving so long and you forget how you got there. Okay, let's turn off the tracking. Let's go up to the stream computer and let's find someone to raid. And stop that replay buffer. I'm really not using the replay feature as much as I thought I was gonna be. Okay. Let's go do our end of stream scene. I don't know if the credits are going to work, but we'll see in a second here. Thanks again to everyone supporting the stream today. Shout out to Main Ariana, Q, and Star Citizen Ryan for contributing to the stream. There was another person that donated. Sorry, the stream queue isn't coming up. I can't remember who the fourth person was. I appreciate all your support. If you're here, if you're still watching and you donated, shout out, because I can't remember everyone. Sleep well. Thanks, man. Look how red that is. Channel. Same game. We have 76 watching. I don't have a viewer count while I'm watching anymore. Skyborn TV. No one else I recognize, so let's check out Skyborn and Michael. Let's see what they're about. See, so I go for English speaking typically. I got an ad here. English, preferably, because I'm assuming most people that are watching my stream are speaking English or multilingual. Camera, sometimes similar content. And I'll go unmute his channel, or like unmute Twitch rather. Oh no, I got it unmuted. You guys may not be able to hear it though.
A $60 Razer mouse pad. Mike's another 200.
Let's give him a follow.
Here's 650.
See if he's paying attention, and then we'll raid.
Secondary monitors like $50.
07s are Chaos Gabriel moms.
You spent more on your ass than your hands.
Got a Top Gun theme when you follow.
Yes, I do. No, you're very, very welcome. I also financed my PC so that I could get the best one I possibly could, which was a brilliant idea.
What is he in? I think he's in a Saber.
I had it
And
hacked.
he's using head tracking of some sort.
Went through NZXT. Highly recommend. They have proprietary water cooling, which
He's talking to the stream, so
they also get.
I think it's worthwhile to rate him. We'll hit him up right now.
So, you get pretty cheap.
Here goes the raid. 07s, everyone. We're going over to Skyborn TV. Thank you for the support today.
Yeah, they're awesome. I'm buying another one.
And thank you for wherever you're watching, YouTube or Twitch. I do need the viewership hours over on YouTube to monetize, so but wherever you guys are going to watch, appreciate it. Good night, everyone.
San Francisco. I highly recommend Track IR Pro, which is what I have.
He's recommending Track IR Pro.
Bear in mind that you can't use outside software because the tracker is proprietary. So if you wanted to go with OpenTrack, there's a few other companies you can go.
Should be rating here any second.
Wireless setups, things like that. Toby's not the worst option, but for what it is, it's a 30 FPS camera and a IR sensor, and I just can't justify the price. You'll also get a more precise head tracking from Track IR or Open Track. I have no idea a lot. I have no idea.
07's everyone on YouTube.
Yeah, no,
Gonna close down the stream. You guys have a great night.
Another raid, Marcus away.